stand by that. But Melody seemed to be really bothered by the commentary that people have had about this last episode. And I was actually surprised by her reaction, because it was just like, because usually people have said so many things about Melody over the years and you don't really see her go off too much. So it's been a while since she's gone off. So she decided to, on multiple TikTok lives as she's packaging orders for her beauty line, she went off a couple of days in a row. First on toxic leadership.
Carlos King, the creator and producer behind Love and Marriage, Huntsville, has recently found himself at the center of a major reality TV controversy that has taken fans by surprise. What started as a cast change quickly turned into a heated debate online, and the situation has only grown more intense with time. It all began when Melody Shari, one of the most important and well-known figures on the show, suddenly announced her exit. For many viewers, this news felt shocking and hard to accept. Melody wasn't just another participant in the series. She was one of its original faces and played a major role in shaping the show's identity from the very beginning. To understand why her departure matters so much, you have to go back to the start of Love and Marriage, Huntsville. Melody and her former husband, Martel Holt, were part of the original couple whose real-life relationship helped launch the series. Their story brought attention, curiosity, and strong emotions from viewers, which helped the show grow into a popular reality TV hit. From the early episodes, Melody stood out. She was open about her personal struggles, honest about her experiences, and focused on building her life and career despite challenges. Many fans connected with her because she didn't try to present a perfect image. Instead, she showed both her strength and her vulnerability. Over time, she became one of the most talked about and influential personalities on the show. As the series continued, it became clear that Melody was more than just a cast member. She was becoming a brand of her own. Outside the show, she started expanding into different areas, including music, where she released projects that reflected her life experiences and emotional journey. Her songs weren't just entertainment, they told personal stories that many of her supporters related to. Alongside her music, Melody also made serious moves in business. She worked on her skincare line, explored real estate opportunities, and took on speaking engagements. These ventures showed that she was focused on long-term success and independence. She wasn't relying only on reality TV anymore. She was building multiple streams of income and growing her personal empire. However, as her success outside the show increased, tensions within the show seemed to grow as well. Fans began noticing that the energy around her storyline was shifting. Some even believed that she was being placed in more negative or stressful situations on screen. Whether this was intentional or not became a topic of debate among viewers. Eventually, reports and discussions suggested that Melody felt exhausted and emotionally drained. She hinted that the environment was no longer healthy for her, which led to her decision to step away. Her exit was not presented as a simple career move. It felt more like a personal choice to protect her peace and mental well-being. This is where Carlos King's response became a major talking point. Many fans expected a strong acknowledgement of Melody's contribution to the show. After all, she had been one of its central figures since day one. However, his reaction appeared to be more reserved than expected. In interviews and online statements, Carlos did not give a detailed or emotional tribute to Melody's impact. Instead, his comments were brief and general. Some viewers felt that he downplayed her importance, suggesting that the show would continue successfully without her presence. This immediately sparked backlash from fans who strongly disagreed. People began analyzing his tone, body language, and wording in interviews. Some felt that he seemed uninterested or dismissive when speaking about her departure. Others believed he was simply trying to move the conversation forward and focus on the future of the series. Still, the lack of clear appreciation left many fans disappointed. Social media quickly exploded with reactions. Hashtags supporting Melody started trending, and discussions about boycotting the show began circulating widely. Many viewers expressed the belief that she was the backbone of the series and that removing her would change everything. Fans flooded comment sections with strong opinions. Some argued that Melody had carried much of the emotional weight and drama of the show, making it what it is today. Others accused the production of not treating her fairly or of allowing narratives that made her look like the villain at times while protecting other cast members. As criticism grew louder, Carlos's calm and limited responses only added more fuel to the fire. Instead of calming the situation, the lack of detailed explanation made fans even more curious and frustrated. The focus on promoting upcoming episodes while avoiding deeper discussion about Melody's exit created even more tension online. At this point, the situation had turned into more than just a cast change. It became a full-scale controversy involving loyalty, fairness, and the future of love and marriage. Huntsville. Whether the show can maintain its popularity without one of its most influential stars remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: the impact of Melody's departure will not fade anytime soon. However, when the backlash kept growing, Carlos King felt he had to respond. The real question was whether he would calm things down or stand his ground. From his later interviews, it looked like he chose to stand his ground. Instead of openly praising Melody Shari, he shifted attention to the rest of the cast. He talked about how the show was bigger than any single person and insisted that love and marriage, Huntsville would continue to do well without her. But many fans didn't agree with that idea. The truth is, when a show has someone as impactful as Melody, it's not easy to just move on and expect the audience to stay fully engaged. Viewers felt she wasn't just another cast member, she was a key part of what made the series interesting in the first place. This is where things started to feel like a major turning point. After Melody's exit, some viewers noticed a clear shift in the show's energy. Reports and online discussions suggested that ratings may have started to decline. Whether every claim is accurate or not, one thing is clear: a portion of the audience stopped watching once she left. Many fans openly said the show simply didn't feel the same anymore. Even though love and marriage, Huntsville had always been built on drama and emotional storylines, a lot of people believed Melody brought balance and direction to the series. Without her presence, some episodes felt less engaging. Viewers described certain storylines as forced or repetitive, as if the show was trying too hard to replace the energy she once brought naturally. Meanwhile, outside the show, Melody continued building her life in a different direction. She didn't appear dependent on reality TV anymore. Her business ventures kept growing, including her skincare brand and other entrepreneurial projects. She also continued exploring opportunities in music and public speaking, strengthening her identity beyond television. This contrast only made the discussion more intense online. While the show tried to move forward, fans pointed out that Melody seemed to be expanding her success independently, without needing the platform that originally made her famous. To them, it looked like she had simply outgrown the show rather than been replaced. As the situation developed, Carlos doubled down again. Instead of addressing the criticism directly, he focused heavily on promoting the remaining cast. He highlighted their growth, their storylines, and the idea that the show was entering a new phase. In his view, the series had enough strength to survive and evolve. However, many fans were not convinced. They noticed that while he spent a lot of time promoting other cast members, he rarely gave Melody the same level of public appreciation after her exit. That imbalance did not go unnoticed. Soon after, social media began picking apart his posts. Some of his messages talked about change, moving forward, and loyalty, which fans interpreted in different ways. Whenever Melody posted about a new business achievement, some viewers felt that his comments about bigger visions or moving beyond one person seemed indirectly targeted. Whether that was intentional or just coincidence became a major topic of debate. At the same time, some cast members also added to the tension. A few remarks from people connected to the show suggested that the series must move on and that real ones would stay through the transition. These comments only increased the divide between Team Melody supporters and those backing the show's future direction. The situation turned into more than just a cast change. It became a larger argument about influence and recognition. Fans kept asking whether the production was trying to downplay Melody's importance or simply reshape the show for a new chapter. But despite all the attempts to shift focus, the conversation never really moved away from her. Every new interview, post, or episode seemed to bring her name back into the discussion. Instead of fading, the debate only grew stronger online. That led many viewers to a bigger question: did Carlos underestimate just how much impact Melody had on the show's success? From a wider perspective, the situation goes beyond reality TV drama. It touches on business decisions, audience loyalty, and how much credit should be given to key personalities who help build a brand. Carlos created a successful formula with Love and Marriage, Huntsville, but removing one of its central figures changed the balance. Whether that was a necessary business move or a miscalculation is still up for debate. Meanwhile, Melody continues to move forward, focusing on her businesses, her brand growth, and new opportunities outside of the show. She appears to be building a path that doesn't rely on reality television anymore. On the other hand, the show is still trying to prove it can stand on its own without her presence, adjusting its storylines and promoting new dynamics among the remaining cast. So the question remains open: was this simply business strategy or a costly mistake that changed everything? In the end, people will decide with their viewing habits. Some will stay with the show, while others may continue following Melody's journey instead. And that is where the conversation really ends up, between loyalty, entertainment, and the changing world of reality TV. Viewers, which helped the show grow into a popular reality TV hit. From the early episodes, Melody stood out. She was open about her personal struggles, honest about her experiences, and focused on building her life and career despite challenges. Many fans connected with her because she didn't try to present a perfect image. Instead, she showed both her strength and her vulnerability. Over time, she became one of the most talked about and influential personalities on the show. As the series continued, it became clear that Melody was more than just a cast member. She was becoming a brand of her own. Outside the show, she started expanding into different areas, including music, where she released projects that reflected her life experiences and emotional journey. Her songs weren't just entertainment, they told personal stories that many of her supporters related to. Alongside her music, Melody also made serious moves in business. She worked on her skincare line, explored real estate opportunities, and took on speaking engagements. These ventures showed that she was focused on long-term success and independence.